morning there. Another day in the life of yours truly, Mr. Fox. Today we are going to be heading over to Platinum Gym in Ilkeston. My client and athlete ZLATTIE will be meeting me there for an in-person check-in prior to her starting prep. We'll then head over to have a coffee and talk about the game plan for the year. She's got a very busy year. She'll be doing the TBF takedown show in September, and then we'll be flying out to Bulgaria where she'll compete in her hometown. We will then be coming back here to do a little bit of work to kill some time prior to heading up to S20 to meet another athlete of mine, Yasmin. We're going to get a push session in, talk about a bit of her game plan and what her plan is over the next kind of 12 to 18 months, and that'll be job done. We have a busy weekend this week, myself and Colby. Colby will be here filming for the next 3 days actually. Tomorrow, the next video, you'll see myself and my client from Ireland training at Physique Evolution, if the snow permits. We don't know if this is going to be delayed. And then on Sunday is meet some of the TBF athlete roster of this year who will be competing. Some cannot make it, some will, but that'll be another fun day. So that's a little insight into what's coming in the next two videos. I'm going to crack on with some check-ins. We'll head over to Platinum. Enjoy!
Talk. How you try and press the kid and really you was soft. All you know is capping, homie, you don't know the law. Pedal to the metal, you ain't catching me in park.
ZLATTIE, we've seen a lot of you today. Right, let's click the old loom. This is what we do in the form analysis world. Some people really rinse the shit out of this on the gram. And it is a very good tool. It's very important. However, let's see what we've got. Hi ZLATTIE, say hello to Colby down here. Colby is filming you and your sets. Welcome. We'll see you shortly, but we thought we'd take this opportunity to go over your videos. First of all, slow the fuck down. Like, you are at your overall strongest you've been for a long time, and your glutes are getting fucking fried in the amount of sessions we have across the week. I just want to own in here a little bit more of the tempo. Like, spend a little bit more time in that lengthened range, spend a little bit more time in that shortened range. So at the bottom, just kind of give yourself a second to cue what you're about to do. So you're going to be at that bottom, you're going to squeeze those glutes as hard as you can, and then you're going to thrust up. Let's see, that one's not loaded, we'll come back to it. That's not loaded, that'll come back. I fucking hate WhatsApp and video loading. Here we have another set. Or is this the same set? Again, just spend a little bit longer in that bottom range. I genuinely think this gym looks sick. It's Nottingham strong, isn't it? Here's Mole. Come on, Mole. Right, anyway. Look, again. Those concentrics are just a little bit too quick for me. You know how I like to dial in the tempo here as well. Like, I want you to think about, on here, I want you almost like imagine that there's a fist between your knees. This is gonna sound fucking horrendous, right? And I want you to squeeze the shit out of that fist. I want you to crush that fist between your knees, right? So there's something there, because what that's gonna do is your hips at the moment are like rotating outwards, which is what's allowing you to move at this pace, right? So if we kind of pinch, squeeze, crush the fist, those hips are gonna rotate. It's gonna have you more aligned. So, you know, in a squat pattern where we go hip, knee, big toe, this is gonna be that same sort of philosophy. Hip, knee, big toe. You're gonna end that lengthened range. So here, look at how I couldn't even pause it quick enough before you moved here. And this isn't a negative.
I don't wanna speak, talking all that good, so I just hit you with the plays. Running up the score like Tyreek, I'm going deep. Watch me how I'm saucing, I be spreading it with ease. You gon' see the peace, you gon' see the flex when you hear these writtens. Trust me, you know the difference. I got a long ways to climb before you see a slippage. I see the process and the journey I'm supposed to be, but perplexed, cause I don't really see nobody close to me. Hopefully this ain't wasted, and I know it ain't. You gotta take the time for seasoning to marinate. You need the patience and the pressure just to detonate. I'm trying to blow up in these heaters, need to get it straight.
I hope so, because I
like delts. That's something that I think has improved, but there's still a large amount. Like just stand to the side, face it to the wall. So like you see here, we need more attention going into this plane.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, because it's
Like-
like I have a little hole.
It's like a little dimple. It might just be your genetics, but you can see here where that medial delts grow, and then when you kind of hit that, it's kind of like going to that front shot. So like this is proud. Now you think about it. You know when your hair is down, this is almost going to get covered.
Yeah.
You'll have this showing, but when we're in that, go into your back shot. You can obviously see it up there, right? So imagine that your hair is down here, right? I don't know how long your hair naturally is, but you're going to see a little bit of this. So then in this shot, what I want you to now think about is really try and like pull your shoulder blades back for me. Can you see how now that kind of dimple's gone?
Yeah.
Right. The worst case scenario, we just need to manipulate that shot to kind of show what we have. But again, nothing is complete till we assess what you look like shredded.
I'm going for sushi tonight.
Yes.
Sushi menu has 50% of the whole menu in March.
In
So,
March?
Yeah, so Molly, if she wants a date,
Molly doesn't like sushi. She pisses me off.
that would be a red flag.
I went to
I know
sushi.
someone that does.
That's perfect. With the total duration, the time that we have for this prep, right, is going to help you solidify every aspect of skin prep, posing, like just being an athlete and living like a pro, let's say, like wake up every day and live as if like, right, I'm the winner. I'm literally, everyone else that's prepping is trying to take my spot. So you're not thinking about what you can do to be the best, you're thinking about how can I retain being the best, right? Because where your start position is, you're averagely, I feel that for a lot of girls start your position at 12 weeks out. Now you could say with the total amount of weeks we have, well why are we starting now? But I think mentality wise for you, with your new job and all of this, is if we start now, the rate of loss in terms of how much weight you've got to lose averaging across each week is so low that you've not got to stress. It's not going to be taken into your work life. Like yes, when you get down to that extreme low body fat, everything's going to hurt. Sitting on a fucking toilet, getting up, walking past something like a door and the door's going to feel heavy. All of these things are going to be extremely hard. But for some people, they'll start prep, and I've done this with clients, and like I failed at prep with doing this, but you live and learn. Now you end up giving too little weeks, so you start at 12 weeks out, you start at 15 weeks out, and then you're like shit. And then for 8 weeks of that prep, or 10 weeks of that prep, they're in dog shit bill. Like they're literally on low food, high output, and all of this. Where for you, to bring your absolute best, with still solidifying your mental health, with still solidifying your job and keeping that, because you're still in that position where you want to make sure that you're indispensable at work.
Yeah.
And to do that, you need to have energy. So starting earlier means that, when, hypothetically speaking, when we get to that 8 week out mark, that 6 week out mark, that 4 week out mark, we can have more refeeds, we can have like, right, okay, here's a little bit of a diet break, we can sort that timeline out that you're, for 21 days, for 3 weeks, you're crushing it. For the next 4 days, you're taking a little bit of a high day or a meal off plan. For the next 21 days, you're killing it. High day, 21 days, so on. Because you know that if you go, right, fuck, I've got 20 weeks, I'm going to be suffering for 20 weeks. That's a long time to be in a calorie deficit. But if you know that, right, okay, for the next 3 weeks, I've just got to suck it up and suffer, and then I get a bit of food, that focus is going to be there, because you're like, right, just 10 more days and Mike's going to give me fucking sushi. Don't count it.
Right. Hello. You've seen my face before. I'm still as awkward as I was before. My name is ZLATTIE, and I've met up with Mike and Colby, who is behind the camera, to have a chat prior to starting prep. This chair is very loud. I am starting prep on Monday. I don't have my watch, which is, I don't know what date, but in 3 days. And I'm very, very excited. The first show in mind is TBA Takedown on the 16th of September. And I'll be flying to Bulgaria after that on the 7th of October to do another NPC show. We only have these 2 shows planned at the moment, and then potentially do another show after Bulgaria, but we'll see how we get on and how prep goes and how everything goes, and then probably take it from there, just to kind of not stress too much about a million shows. So we've got just the 2 shows to focus on to begin with. I've joined Mike in April 2022, and the initial we had the conversation regarding coaching and competing, and we basically started at that point. We worked on bringing delts, hamstrings, glutes, up, back, just the whole look really, but especially my delts, I think definitely my weaker area, and they have grown, but they can probably grow some more. So I've been with Mike since April. But prior to that, I started reversing my diets out of a shoot in my calories when I did a photo shoot in December 2021. So from January 2022, I started reversing and bringing my calories back up. And then I joined Mike and we carried on growing. So I'd say it's been 15 months of force feeding myself basically. But it's been worth it. And I hope it will be worth it on stage as well.
To make it hikey, might be breaking free like I was iron in some Nikes. Tucked at the crib, bro, you know just where to find me. Making beats and spitting crack verses pretty likely. Yeah, socks with the burst, boy, ain't changed a bit.
This is where like you have to do So the plan here is that we are going to...
Please don't do that too, Matt.
That's when you just wipe the whole thing.
Yeah, it's literally delete everything. Right, so...
I'm more concerned about the MacBook than him.
How many weeks are the 16th of September?
28, because I calculated it today.
On it. 28, right. So that's a long ass prep, right? However, having 28 weeks is going to allow us to basically pull back when we need to, rather than having you do a 15-week prep where it's straight out the gate dog shit. So like where your food currently is, there'll certainly be a decrease from next week, but it is going to be minor. Like your food is at around 300 to 2.5.
Okay.
It'll probably go to like 2.3. And then non-training day will probably be 2. And then week on week, it will probably just be increased cardiovascular health via cardio and create the deficit from that, and then just hold. Really your focus just needs to be training performance and not allowing that prep brain 5 weeks out, 6 weeks out saying, oh, I'm weaker because I'm in prep.
No.
You're not going to do that. You're not going to do that. And social events, like if there are some major family birthdays, trips, we can look at working around it. Like Magda last year, she went to, I think it was Spain for work or something, and it's doable. It is doable.
I have no plans. I've got one, I'm going to see the weekend on the 10th of June, but that's a day.
That'll be good then.
Because it's my early birthday present from me to me. It's my birthday in June.
What date's your birthday?
23rd of June.
3 days after Molly's.
Wait, 3 days after Molly?
Job's a good one. Right, you need to go and train.
I'd have been knocked down 1,000 times, yeah, I traveled around 1,000 miles, feeling so tired, but you know I can't stop now. Came way too far, won't throw in the towel. It ain't looking real good, but I won't give up. Pac said that I gotta keep my head up, so I ain't going nowhere, yeah, I'm standing right here. Demons all around, but I ain't got no fear. You can kick me around, but I won't stay down. I run this town, ain't backing down, we going them rounds.
We're at S20, Yas in today for her push session. Yasmin started back in January. She took the year off last year for personal reasons. We're not going to disclose that now. Going through this is Yasmin has took the decision to go assisted, which is kind of why we've met up more today, because Yasmin's going to get bloods. We said mid to late March, didn't we? Have you got that booked? He'll get blood work done, see where everything is, and then it's just manipulating the situation and finding out what the best point of deployment is going to be. We're not going to touch on that in that, we'll do that in a later video. We're going to hit Yaz's push session today.
You should know this.
Jesus Christ, can you imagine? That'd be like copy paste, copy paste. So we've got line cuff lateral raises, plate loaded shoulder press. What's your max at the minute?
On the hammer
Hammer
strength,
strength.
25 side.
That's pretty good. I don't think they've got it here, have they? We'll have fun with whatever they've got. Incline machine press, machine lateral raise, dip machine, overhead extension, and then we're going to do some posing. She may not be comfortable with that, but she's going to have to get out of her comfort zone. I still need to book some figure posing classes and bikini, so I actually know what the fuck I'm doing in terms of instructing it. We're going to crack on. Yasmin's going to say a little bit more about her in this video, because essentially the point of these videos now for me is to basically document the journey of the client, document where they're at, but also like create fucking memories, because in this sport most people have pictures of when they used to be in shape, they have this, but in 10 years time, 20 years time, if you've changed and you've become a fucking marathon runner or someone who does triathlons, you've got nothing. Like, you can be the biggest guy in the gym and have fucking carpets under your arm and say that I used to do this and say that I used to do that, but it's not there. And yeah, I look back at, I know a lot of people that used to be somebody's in this game, and I look now and I'm like, you've got nothing to show for it, pal. But yeah, I'm going to leave Yasmin to talk a bit more about herself while I go to the toilet. Actually.
What's interesting about me? Absolutely nothing. Yeah, push session today. Push probably my weakest session, the one I definitely wanted to get in with Michael. Had injured shoulders for a while, so I think kind of going through this stuff with Michael will be good. Maybe getting myself a little bit more balanced out. I'm a little bit sort of stronger in my lower than my upper half. But yeah, it'll be good to just talk through, potentially going to assist it, getting blood stanton, talking through all of that with Michael, give him the opportunity to see me in person, go through a little bit of posing, and yeah, take it from there.
I'm on my feet, the underdog, and I won't be beat. In the fire now, but I won't be burned. I was waiting for this.
Come on.
Been underground, now I aim for the sky. Don't quit now, you can last longer. All these wounds only making you stronger. Don't give up now, yeah, you gotta climb. Go and give it your all until the end of time. We ain't going nowhere. We'll be standing right here until the end of time. Till the end of time.
Come on. Up. Yes, and again. Up. And again. One more with me. One more with me. Up. Dive.
Whoa. 2, 1. Your weight. Yes. You, come on. Come on, go again. Drive, and again. Come on. There's one more, there's one more, there's one more. Come on. Blow up, big blow. Good. Again. Come on, drive, drive. Come on. Come on. Yep. Come on. 4. There you go, there you go, there you go. Good. Come on. Yes, again. Yes. Good.
Come on. Go. Down again. Come on, and again. On again. Go.
Eyes in our face, but we ain't gon' run. Never drift off course, always stay on mission. Won't slow us down, cause we way too driven. Yeah, we put in these 10,000 hours. You won't stop us, cause we got the power. Whole world is watching, and I hope they ready. From here on out, we are legendary. You can kick me round, but I won't stay down. I run this town, ain't backing down. We going in rounds. Yeah, the winds will blow, but these roots too deep. I'm on my feet, the underdog, and I won't be beat. Turn the lights up now, welcome to the show. I ain't never gon' stop, this is all I know. My eyes on the prize, until I die. I'm gonna rise, level up to the skies. Yeah, we here now, we were chosen. All the pain brought us to this moment. Watch everything we work for fall in line. We gon' give it our all until the end of time. We ain't going nowhere. We'll be standing right here until the end of time. Till the end of time. We ain't going nowhere. We'll be standing right here until the end of time. Till the end of time. Until the end of time. Till the end of time.
You don't think where your lats are, but
Yeah.
they're there. Like, if we looked at a silhouette, do you represent the shape of that silhouette?
Yeah.
Yes. Then it's like you pull that body fat off, now the shape comes. But right now, you've just got to match that silhouette.
To a rough degree.
Good. Yeah. There's the fucking lines. Do me a favour, close your eyes, go into that shot. Picture that pain in your delt and in your lats. And now naturally just go into that front relaxed, but this is going to stay there, and now you're just going to do this. There you go. Right, stay there, stay there. Fucking work for it. Good. Now go into your front relaxed without none of this, and picture that pain you just felt in your lats. Find it. Right. So that spread. This is you doing how you have.
That sounds so much tighter as well.
Yeah. Be can kind of... That's a wrap. Day done. As you have seen today, we've touched base with ZLATTIE. ZLATTIE is going to be going into prep. She'll get her blood work done on Tuesday. We'll review blood work and then plan out the timeline to prep. Oreo. Good you. And then we headed to S20. Such a great gym. Put Yasmin through some posing, see where she's at. She definitely needs that left shoulder working on to loosen up because it's affecting mandatory poses. Great push session. It's great to see how hard she trains and how pristine she is with her execution. Very exciting year of growing for her. Still in a diet phase. We'll go into, once we finish this diet phase, we'll go into a growth phase, and then next year it's stage time, baby. If you do not follow the page, give it a fucking follow, subscribe, like, all that jazz. If you want some new clobber, Fox15 at checkout, Gasp Official and Official Better Bodies. If you're looking for supplementation, you know what to do, head over to stocks.uk, TBF. Other than that, see you later.
Yeah, the winds will blow, but these roots too deep. I'm on my feet, the underdog, and I won't be beat. In the fight now, but I won't be.